Let's play my Dungeons & Dragons themed TBR game, where 4 heroes with special abilities are here to defeat monsters. These prompt cards that help me pick my reads for the month. But a new year means a fresh start, so we're saying goodbye to last year's party of heroes and welcoming in these 4. The Barbarian, who can rage to half the party's damage taken for the month. The Paladin, who can make a sacred oath to complete a specific book for extra rewards. The Artificer, who can create 2 in-game loot items of my choice. And the Druid, who allows me to redraw a region card. This should be a nice, well-rounded set of abilities. While I'm mostly starting with a fresh slate this year, I am keeping some items, 4 rusty keys that let me start a new series, and 6 mysterious tomes that will let me buy books. And since I did buy 4 books in December, I'm going to go ahead and spend those, leaving me 2 tomes and 4 keys. Now we can get to January's TBR. First, I'll draw to see what region we're exploring, and it's the Feywild. Its prompt is Time Warp, which means one book pick needs to be a reread. I don't normally start the year off with rereads, but I'll roll with it. In November, I had the nasty luck of getting a cursed item, so I'm starting off the month with a boss read. Rolling the die gets me 18, which is my Dark Vanessa. Now, it's time to draw the other 4 prompts, and of course I start off drawing a trap. Figures. Rolling for that, I get a 17, which is one of the best results. Persuasive Scam, losing me a random item. Since I basically only have rusty keys right now, yep, that's exactly what I lose. All right, now we can get to some prompts. So we get continue series, science fiction, and hey, some treasure to replace the item we just lost from the trap. Rolling for that extra loot, I get 15, but treasure adds a +3 to the result, for a total of 18. A mysterious tome. I guess that was a fair trade. For the last prompt, I get yet another series card, which is great. I have a ton of series I want to work on. Now let's get to picking some books. So first, the boss read we already know, which is My Dark Vanessa, a dark book about a predatory relationship that I have heard so many good things about. Next, I'm going to use one of my rusty keys to let me start a new series, and for that, I'm going to select Daughter of the Empire. I have been so intrigued by Janny Wirtz as an author, and though she only co-wrote this trilogy, I have heard some really phenomenal things about it. The first series I'm going to continue is Green Rider with Hiking's Tomb. This series has such a classic, nostalgic feel for me. It just feels like a great winter read. For science fiction, I'm going to go with Clara and the Sun. I have high hopes for loving Ishiguro's work, and I have been really itching to get to this one. That just leaves these 2 prompts. And ordinarily, I'd try to pair the region prompt with a monster, but instead, I'm going to go for Dragon Song, my favorite book as a kid that I actually meant to get to last year. So that leaves 1 series prompt, and my son made the executive decision that it should be Defiant, because dragons, of course. All right, here's my stack for the month. It's a little on the chonky side, but hopefully it's a good inspiration to hit the ground running for the start of the year. I hope you enjoyed following along, guys. Thanks for watching, and happy reading.